Have you heard of the October surprise? It's usually a major news event or revelation. It happens in the month of October, right before the election in November. And this event has the potential to shape the polls, to influence the voters. It has the potential. Now, October surprises are not new. They've been a U.S. election staple for decades now. But this October did not throw up anything major. We had the usual headlines here and there. We had the standard acrimony and drama, but nothing to sway the public in a big way. That may have changed this Sunday. Donald Trump was holding a rally in Madison Square Garden. That's in the city of New York. He was joined by 30 guest speakers. One such speaker was Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a U.S. comedian, and this is what he said.
Is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Basically, he called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage, and the people cheered. Now, a quick primer here. Puerto Rico is a Caribbean island located around 1,600 kilometers from the coast of Miami. For 400 years, it was under Spanish possession. But that changed in the late 1800s when the U.S. acquired this island. It is still self-governed, but it's an unincorporated territory of America. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, a status they've enjoyed since 1917. They can travel freely between Puerto Rico and mainland America, the U.S. mainland, which brings us back to the elections. Puerto Rico is not a U.S. state. It does not have electoral college votes. Those who live on this island cannot vote in the election, but if they live in any of the other 50 states of America, they are eligible. They can vote in the U.S. presidential election. And how many of them live on the U.S. mainland? Around 5.8 million. That's about 2% of the U.S. population. It's lower than most other minority groups, but it's the distribution that is critical. Many of these people live in crucial swing states, like Pennsylvania. It's a swing state. Whoever wins Pennsylvania wins the White House. Nearly 500,000 Puerto Ricans live there. And the garbage island comment has not gone down well with them.
It's a shame that man thinks about us. When he was there 15, 20 years ago, he had a golf court. He had hotels over there. He lost everything, and now he's, bashing us and talking bad about us. We're part of the United States. We are Americans.
I can tell that people are not talking a lot about politics on the streets, and but they're not very happy about Donald Trump. That's one thing I can say. The few things that I have heard, that's what has to do with most of the time, the discontent. And I guess, that tells us, in which way the elections may go.
They're quite angry about it. And isolating such a big voter base is never a good idea, especially a week ahead of the election. So the Trump campaign is in damage control mode. Trump is now saying he doesn't even know the comedian. He says someone put him on the stage, but he had no idea who the man was. Basically, Donald Trump is trying to distance himself from this controversy, but looks like his running mate did not get the memo.
Again, I haven't seen the joke. Maybe it's a stupid racist joke, as you said. Maybe it's not. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the joke. But I think that we have to stop getting so offended at every little thing in the United States of America. I'm so over it. Can we all just take a chill pill and take a joke from time to time? This is ridiculous.
J.D. Vance wants people to take a chill pill, but the Puerto Ricans do not seem so chill. And rallying them are the Democrats. Historically, Puerto Ricans have predominantly voted for the Democratic Party, but in the recent years, the voter base has been divided. Kamala Harris now wants to win that support back, and she's using this as an opportunity.
Donald Trump this is not new about him, by the way. What he did last night is not a discovery. It is just more of the same and maybe more vivid than usual. Donald Trump spends full time trying to have Americans point their finger at each other. Fans the fuel of hate and division. And that's why people are exhausted with him.
Supporting her are popular Puerto Rican celebrities, the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin. They've all endorsed Kamala Harris. They've all rejected the garbage island comment. And this is very important. Puerto Ricans are a crucial demographic. They can decide who wins the swing states. Plus, they aren't the only ones who are upset. The Trump rally had racist jokes about a lot of communities, including the Latinos.
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
The Hispanics make up for 19% of the U.S. population. It's a very big voter base. Traditionally, they supported Democrats, but over the years, some have been moving to the Republican Party. Such comments could reverse the trend. At least the Democrats hope they will. Their numbers aren't looking so great. The race is getting closer than they'd anticipated. Any mistake can tip the scales. Will it be this October surprise then? Guess we'll know in a few days. And do make sure that you tune into Firstpost for all the election updates. Vantage will be coming to you live from Washington, D.C. starting next week. We'll be tracking the race from ground zero, catch exclusive ground reports, in-depth analysis, and as always, an Indian perspective. Only on Vantage, live from the White House next Monday.